I think the worst thing we could do as a company would have been to forget about the loss of 33 people, and that the sessions were designed and were successful in bringing a very clear focus on how we can prevent an accident like that from ever happening again. Our goal with these sessions and the focus that we've had over the last year has been to turn the page and to look forward and change our course and become even more safe. I remember more not speaking up moments than when I did speak up. I think the biggest challenge in ensuring that we have a culture of speaking up is it actually takes more effort from people to speak up. I recall our family taking a float plane from the west coast of Prince William Island, and it was in the morning, there was a very, very low marine layer. And I told the pilot, I go, hey, let's just hug the coast and go around the island, and then we can see the whole way. And he said, no, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I know what I'm doing, and we're gonna go over the top of the island. And I remember just getting off that plane when we landed on the other side, just so angry that I had allowed all this to happen. We lucked out, but it was extremely risky. Everybody has the alarm bell, and the alarm bell is, this doesn't feel right. And pay attention to that. Act on that. Speak up applies to safety, and it applies to ethics. It applies to continuous improvement. It applies to a whole host of our values, which is, how can we be better? How can we do this more efficiently? How can we do it safer? All of that makes our company better. We want to make the company safer, but at the core, fundamentally, people need to feel safe in their own environment, and they don't feel like they're going to get in trouble if they speak up.
Lots of companies have nice values that sound really good on paper. The question is whether you really live them. And you can't live your values unless you know what's going wrong so you can fix it. And at the core of that, it's speak up. People are listening, people are taking action. That's why it's speak up, take action. It isn't just speak up and let it disappear into a void, and know that to the extent it was substantiated as something that's wrong, we fixed it.
The culture that we have to have is that when people speak up, there are no negative consequences to that individual. To those employees who somehow believe that there could be negative consequences to them speaking up, we have an 800 number, and every single one of those calls is reported into the Salt Check office. Speaking up is half of it, listening is the other half. Lots of people can speak up, but if nobody else is listening, then we're not changing our course. We have to listen to other people with their input, and then we have to park the ego and have a dialogue, and everyone's voice is equal. The facts of the El Faro is that people did speak up. They did. But the other half of the equation didn't work. There wasn't listening. Speaking up is important, listening is important, and holding people accountable for not speaking up is important.
Because we're looking for our employees to be chain breakers and to break that chain of event that may lead up to an incident. So overcoming the speaking up phase and then eventually taking action and finding resolution is really important. Our culture is one where we want employees to be engaged with their supervisors, supervisors with their leaders, and that we can all learn from each other and make our operation safer.
When when somebody speaks up, all of a sudden you find that other people are actually also thinking, hey, yeah, let's talk about this. What I want everyone that works in the Saltchuk family of companies to know is that when they go to speak up, they have 6,000 people backing them.